Alright guys, we are live. I promised you guys I would be live, and indeed I am, because we have a potentially significant tornado outbreak that is going to unfold down south today. I'm going to turn off these mesoscale discussions for now because it's going to get all cluttered on here and it's going to get kind of messy with all the alerts and stuff. And I'm going to turn off our flood alerts right now. I'm going to uncross that here. So we have tornado and severe thunderstorm. That's all the warnings we're going to have right now. And we might turn off special weather statements because that might confuse some people. I don't want you guys to be confused over a tornado warning or a severe thunderstorm warning rather than just being a special weather statement. So there it is. I'm going to put up our convective outlook. Our tornado outlook, guys, is all hatched over here. Anywhere from Nashville down to New Orleans, up into portions of Atlanta. 10% in this yellow, 15 in this red, 30 to maybe 45 on the next update in this pink shade, all right? And that pink shade is a high risk, and that is the rarest possible risk level that Storm Prediction Center could possibly issue, and it's also the highest. So this is definitely going to be a really bad day for tornadoes across Dixie Alley, guys. And this morning convection here isn't really doing anything, all right? So there is a lot of destabilization happening in Alabama, Mississippi, and eastern Louisiana right now. And there's still some morning convection that's actually severe over here, all right? And those supercells are just overcoming that. That's how volatile this environment is down into the deep south today, guys. I need you guys to be really weather aware. Have ways of receiving alerts if you live really anywhere where I'm circling, all right? I mean, anywhere in this circle region, you should have ways of receiving alerts. Georgia, South Carolina, into Tennessee, down into portions of Louisiana, anywhere in those areas need to have many ways of receiving alerts. And then in the slight risk area, you might want to have a way of receiving alerts as well, because some severe storms and tornadic thunderstorms might make their way up there later today. And I also wanted to read the wording from the Storm Prediction Center. We have a PDS tornado watch, and you can see here numerous tornadoes and several intense tornadoes expected. Scattered damaging winds and isolated significant gusts to hurricane force with just 75 miles per hour likely. Scattered large hail and isolated very large hail events to 2.5 inches, which is tennis ball size hail in diameter likely. Alright, so please be sure you guys are taking this PDS watch seriously. Alright, because this tornado threat is really bad today. I mean, we're going to have probably several strong tornadoes on the ground in these areas, alright? And, I mean, let's take a look at our model run, alright? That's the thumbnail I use. Whoops. Let's take a look at our model run because we have a heck of a situation, like I said, that's going to unfold. And the HRRR is going to help us to kind of discern where our greatest threat areas will be. Alright, Storm Prediction Center has it in this area. And as you can see, as we put this into motion, yeah, look at that. Look at those updrafts, alright? Look at that. Supercells, all where you see those blackout headlines, or those blacked out circles there. And then as we headed towards early this afternoon, look at that. Just supercells just start blowing up. I'm expecting semi-discrete cells. We could have a couple discrete cells. And look at these alone cells in Alabama. Those are the ones I'm going to be keeping my eye on. And then it turns kind of linear as we head towards this evening. But still, these supercells are going to be taking advantage of a very spinny environment, which means they will produce tornadoes no matter what. Alright, so the tornado threat is really high today if you live down in the deep south. And as a matter of fact, taking a look at your supercell composite just to show you, Yeah, we already are starting to see some flaring up of storms in southern Louisiana. Look as that supercell composite races northward as we head in towards early this afternoon. As we head in towards this evening, look how it maintains itself in Alabama, likely with still several tornado warnings. This could go into the nighttime hours, guys, so you really need to have ways of receiving alerts because this is definitely nothing to joke about. Because this is going to be probably one of the most historic outbreaks Dixie has seen. And I'm not kidding when I say that, all right? I say that with full dignity, all right? So we really need to be keeping eyes out on there, or down in those areas. Let's take a look here. Let's turn on a National Weather Service office so that we can kind of get a good overview. I want to see what office would be good. I don't know. Let's start with Jackson, Mississippi. Jackson, Mississippi, NWS. We're going to have that broadcast on. And we're likely going to have radar on for you. And if there's a tornado emergency, you bet we will be covering it for you guys. All right, so please make sure you stay tuned to this broadcast. I'm just trying to get the broadcast up there for you guys so that you guys can see, like, or hear what's going on from National Weather Service.
At Arizona State University, we've made online education better, smarter, and more personalized so you can go further in your aspiring field.
I decided to pursue medicine once I realized that ASU did have the online program for biological sciences. You're still required to learn the same curriculum. You're still being tested on the same content that anyone would be tested on in person. The comprehensiveness of the program prepared me so well for medical school.
Explore over 300 programs at asuonline.asu.edu.
Flood advisory in effect until 12:15 p.m. Central Daylight Time this afternoon. What flooding caused by excessive rainfall is expected? Where? Portions of East Arkansas, including the following counties: Crittenden, North Mississippi, including the following counties: Benton, DeSoto, and Marshall, and West Tennessee, including the following counties: Fayette, Hardin, and Shelby. When? Until 12:15 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Impacts: minor flooding in low-lying and poor drainage areas. Additional details: at 9:04 a.m. Central Daylight Time, Doppler radar indicated heavy rain due to thunderstorms. Minor flooding is ongoing or expected to begin shortly in the advisory area. Between 1 and 2 inches of rain have fallen with additional rainfall expected. Some locations that will experience flooding include Bartlett, South Haven, Collierville, Germantown, Olive Branch, West Memphis, Horn Lake, Hernando, Millington, Bolivar.